This here is a Lakewood Oscillating 12-inch fan. This one, unlike my other videos on oscillating fans, I own. This is a model that I have inherited a couple years ago. Really haven't used. It's just kind of stayed in my collection or storage, if you will. And I have not done anything in the way of servicing this fan. It was kept really clean by its previous owner, aside from maybe a little surface dust that probably likely accumulated from just being in storage at this point. But as we know, as collectors, Lakewood is no longer in existence. I have not really even tried to look at the date code of this or the model number of it. Those of you out there who are way more into collecting oscillating fans than I am, probably just by looking at this can tell me more than it would take me to actually do some research. But that being said, because I have inherited this fan, I will take good care of it, as well as, and for me, typically oscillating fans get little use. I have little need for them. I tend to make every excuse in the book to try to use a box fan because that's really, those of you who know me, that's really my most interest in that area is with box fans. So I try to stick box fans in windows. If I'm not using it in a window, I have it in a hallway, I have it on a countertop. So I probably where an oscillating fan would make more sense, I tend to try to jam a vintage box fan in its place. So with that being said, this probably won't get a ton of use, but I'm gonna hang on to it. At some point I should really service it, open it up, oil it, that kind of thing. But I have not yet. It's just kind of been at the side for this point in time. So certainly in the comments, anyone who could tell me about more or less the quality level of this oscillator fan. I know it's not vintage or what I would consider vintage in my book. However, being that Lakewood is no longer in existence, really anything at this point from Lakewood would, I guess, start to become or can be considered vintage, question mark. The most recent years, at least on the box fan side, is complete junk. However, if I got my hands on a last generation Lakewood box fan, I would probably keep it and take care of it because it would kind of just say, hey, they don't make Lakewood. Lakewood was once a storied brand, as we all know, and especially that go with my other Lakewood fans. So I guess it's kind of cool that I have a Lakewood oscillator fan if I have a bunch of Lakewood box fans, so it does kind of go with that. So let's see if we can take a look at any model information, anything that could tell us more about this, more than probably what at least I know. Model number R12 DSK, 120 volt, 60 hertz. Serial number 0612, manufacturing in China for Lakewood Engineering. Manufacturing China and made in China. Double whammy there. So this serial number 0612, I'd like to hear from you guys in the comment. Is that telling me that June 2012? Because there's really nothing else on there, I don't believe, that's going to indicate the date. No. There's not 06/12. So that would be interesting to know. So if you take a look at, for me, my most relatable kind of thought is, well, that would be equivalent to buying a box fan in 2012. Was there good quality box fans in 2012? No, not much at all. So let's take a look at the fan now on high, medium, low. We'll do a really quick look at that, and with the fan oscillating. Let's first try low. Pretty quiet. Probably blowing wind into the camera. Medium. And high. High makes some noise, but and it's probably blowing right into the camera, and you probably can't really hear me so well. So we'll oscillate it. I notice it makes a little noise when it oscillates and it wobbles a little. You can hear it. And I don't know if it has to do with the feet or how it's. So where this was used before, it actually was not ever used on a table, really. It was always used on the floor. Yes, on the floor, on the carpet. The home that this was in, there was on one of the floors, there was a built-in-the-wall air conditioner. And to get the air to move across the floor, it was in the dining room, to get it across the floor into the living room, there would be an oscillator fan kind of like on the floor just oscillating. And so if this made any noise when it oscillated, because it's not balanced properly or whatever, it was probably masked because of the carpet it was sitting on, although now it's really quiet, so maybe it was just how I had it sitting here. So let's take a look at spin down. Let's try to get it to stop oscillating here. The one thing I don't necessarily like on this is how fast it oscillates. I like a more slower oscillation. But what I do like, and I talked about this earlier, while cheap plastic bases, the back of the grill is metal. The grill on both sides is metal, so I do think there's some element of quality here. But I'll leave it to you experts to comment on this. So to get the wind out of your faces, we'll take a look at the spin down. And that's a wrap. There'll be more videos coming soon on more fans. I seem to get the most requests for fan videos, and I have quite a few in my collection, and I have some ideas on a concept I would like to throw out there in terms of, hey, what's the best fan, by popular opinion. And I think we could have some fun with some of those other videos coming soon. Thanks for watching. Please like my video, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you.